Oh, that's creepy. Hi everybody, and welcome to the start of a brand new Let's Play. Today, we're starting our playthrough of the original Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube. Actually a GameCube launch title, released in 2001. Yes, I got this game day one when it was launched with the GameCube. Got it for Christmas. And I've always loved this game. This game's so good. It's kind of interesting how its reception has kind of changed over the years, because everybody was kind of like fed up. You know, when it first launched, the people didn't really care about this game because it was like, we don't want a Luigi game, we want the next 3D Mario game. And then we got Sunshine, and yeah, nowadays it's kind of considered a bit of a classic, which I would agree with. I think it's kind of amazing how good this game still looks by today's standards. I mean, it's, you know, it's still a pretty good looking game. And it also has a real atmosphere for it as well. Like, look at the foggy breath coming off Luigi. That's fucking amazing. It looks great. And yeah, this is still my favourite Luigi's Mansion. I think my biggest problem with the later games is the fact that they went a little bit too cartoony. Here, you know, obviously it's cartoony, but there's detail in, like, there's a lot of detail put in, and it does look, and there is definitely an atmosphere created, you know, like a scary atmosphere created, which is something which the later games I think just don't get. Yeah, you know, it's obviously, I think it's supposed to be kind of in line with, you know, it's supposed to be giving an original Resident Evil type vibe with, like, the big spooky mansion. With the, you know, with the big spooky mansion and opening, and, you know, them zooming in on the doors every time you unlock a door and stuff like that. So we need a key. And, some unknown force has dropped a key, so we're just gonna pick it up. I do love that, actually. Every time he picks up a key, he's kind of super excited about it. And yes, you do have a Mario button in this game. I think it's the X button. You press the X button and he'll shout Mario. It's kind of crazy, actually. And if you're at low health, he will be. It will sound like absolutely horrified and scared, and, like, you know, just so desperate to find Mario. It's kind of funny. Again, that attention to detail when you're opening you know, unlocking the door for the first time, and you can see, like, the reflection of his kind of hand reach for the doorknob and stuff like that. It's really good looking game, man. But yeah, we've run into this weird fuck. And the ghosts. So that's our introduction to the first ghosts in the game that we're going to meet in the game. Ouch. I sure take a lot of knocks in this line of work. I'm getting too old for this ghost catching tomfoolery. Anyway, nice to meet you. I'm Professor E Gadd. Oh my god. That name. This house, I swear it seems to have more ghosts every day. What's the young fella like you doing around here, anywho? Yeah, I really like how this game looks, man. It's so good looking. I like how the ghosts are kind of ethereal as well. Like, you know, they don't look solid. You can kind of see through them a little bit, which is a really nice attention to detail. So anyway, this dude here is Professor E Gadd. He's a ghost paranormal investigator and researcher who basically lives up here in this, like, little shack. You saw it as we went towards the mansion in the opening cutscene. And basically, this is where he keeps his research lab. And so, basically, what he's going to say here is that, actually, so Luigi is here basically because he basically got notification that a letter that he won a contest to win a mansion, even though he never entered it. Mario goes to check it out and then goes missing. Reminds me of another game. Anyway, so when Mario has been missing for a few days, basically Luigi comes up and is basically like trying to find Mario and find out what's going on with this mansion. But as Professor E Gadd mentions here, basically the mansion itself only sprang up a few days ago, and he's been investigating this mansion to see what the hell's going on with it. So yeah, these are the control settings. And we get a vacuum cleaner. This is the Poltergust 3000. This is what we're going to be using to suck up ghosts. For a while, this was actually the best Ghostbusters game out there. So yeah. Hold the right trigger to suck up ghosts, and you can use the left stick to basically move the nozzle up, down, left to right when you're sucking. Is that right? Oh, sorry, the right one, and then the left one is for obviously movement. And you've also got a flashlight. So yeah, how you catch ghosts in this game is basically you have a flashlight. You basically flash the light in the ghost's face, like so, and then when their heart appears, suck them up. Now, yeah, I fuck up a little bit here. Basically, you want to get as close to them as possible, and the easiest way I've found to basically capture them is turn off the light, get as close to them as you can, and then turn the light on and then suck them up. That'll make things a lot easier. This is how it works anyway for the standard ghosts that we all come up against anyway. The boss ghost a bit later on will be a bit more difficult. There we go. Yeah, and you can do multiple at a time if you can time it right. That can be difficult to do though, especially if, you know, the ghosts aren't perfectly like in front of you. There we go. Got a bit of luck there. But yeah, the orange ghosts are basically your bog standard, basically the weakest ghosts that you'll come up against. All they'll do is all these guys will do is basically show up, and they'll basically go straight at you. So they're pretty easy to defeat in the main. And as you saw, like when you're too far away and you turn on the flashlight, they just basically just disappear. So yeah, make sure you get close to them and suck them up that way. So now we're fully tooled up and ready to go in and find Mario. But before we do that, we're going to go to the gallery. So yeah, this is the gallery. This is so yeah, basically Professor E Gadd has basically this is where he kept all the ghosts that he had captured. They were all kept in these portraits, these paintings. And basically what he wants us to do is to basically capture all those ghosts again while we're trying to find Mario. And this is where basically they'll be brought to for us to kind of deal with them. This is where they'll be kept captive once again. Nothing there. Yeah, there's nothing in here. This is gaudy as shit, by the way. This is the kind of taste you have, Professor. Anyway, I love his walk as well. It's just so ridiculous. He's kind of like, it's kind of like it's kind of like that dad walk. You know, where like a dad walk where he's like, he doesn't want to run, but he wants to make it look as if he's trying to move a bit faster. So yes, we also have this thing called the Game Boy Horror. basically press the Z button to use it. Essentially what it is basically like, it's a way of viewing your map, so you can see where you're going. Sorry about that. But what it also is basically a scanning tool. So that's our map function, so you can see the map. And then you've also got this function. You can use this to scan things, and it will tell you what's going on with them. You use these as well on the boss ghosts to basically make them able to be captured. Something else which is kind of a nice thing, which I'm not going to really use, so I'll talk about it now. Is that if you use the scanner on a mirror anywhere in the mansion, you'll be taken to the foyer at the start of the mansion. So yeah. See, I just love this detail, man. It's just got such an atmosphere which the later Luigi's Mansion games just don't have. Oh god, a bit of glitching. Yeah, because I'm not playing this on original hardware. This is a emulated version that I found on my Steam Deck using EmuDeck. Fuck your candelabra. Right. Oh, you're here, Toad. What the fuck are you doing here, buddy? Shall I have a word? Let's have a word. So, yeah, basically the Toads... There's basically been a bunch of Toads that have been sent here by Princess Peach after Mario went missing, and it's kind of like... it's kind of like, you know, send one Toad off, and then it's like, he doesn't come back. Fuck. Send another Toad. Fuck them. Who cares about them? They're just Toads. So, yeah. He's trying to find Mario. If he doesn't get back, you know, I have no idea how upset the princess will be. She'll flip. Leave it to me, buddy. Yeah, so now the light is on in this place, so you know that there are no ghosts in here. And go to each of the Toads, and then you will be able to save your game with them. So there you go. And you can save at any point. So, yeah. Nope. Yes, and they're all... Another thing that is a main part of the game is money. It's actually part of the ranking system. Basically, the more money you collect, the higher your rank. And depending on how high your rank is, basically the more, basically the higher your rank, the bigger the house you get at the end of the game. So yeah, that's kind of the ranking system. So you want to try and get as much money as you possibly can. It's actually kind of hard to get all the money in the game because there are certain ghosts, like blue ghosts, that appear in some of the rooms, which basically move around really fast and will disappear super fast. And there's only one shot at getting them, and they'll give you a fuck ton of money. So anyway, turn out those purple lights, there's purple flames, and then the ghosts start turning up. So now we have to deal with them properly. And to start off with, we're just dealing with the orange fuckers. Like I said, these guys are pretty easy to get rid of. And yeah, and once you've got rid of all the ghosts in the room, it lights up to let you know there's no more ghosts. And we've got a key to the next room, baby. I love his celebration at the end of every time he picks up a key. So yeah. And that's a kind of a nice little feature as well, that they will tell you... It will tell you... Hey, look at all that money. Money, money, money. But... Yeah, so... Sorry. It's kind of nice, nice little thing that it will basically say, hey, you just got a key, it's for this door. Yeah, now I can talk about this. It's just so detailed. Like you can see, yeah, you can see like the reflection of his hand going for the doorknob. That's kind of awesome, man. Oh god, This game's so good, man. It's so fun. There's another one. Yeah, I was a little bit too slow there. Bit far away, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes still screw up with that. I don't really know why. There we go. Let's get rid of you, buddy. Oh. First of a new type of ghost. This is the pink one. 20 HP, so it's double HP of a regular one. And basically what that thing will do is it will basically... I think it does the same thing as these guys do, which is they go to throw a punch at you. But I think they do more damage to you. Because you do have a health bar, as you can see. Hearts at the bottom left corner of the screen. Oh god. There's two of them. There we go. I think basically the pink ones, the only real difference is they have more health and they cause more damage. But that's really it. And there we go. More hearts. You got no money for me? Oh shit. Yeah, nothing here. Yeah, I think I tried to yeah, nothing. Because when you suck up some of the chandeliers and light fixtures and stuff like that, they will give you some... Sometimes they'll give you money. Oh! There's the blue one. I think I catch one of those. I've caught one of those so far in my recording sessions. Yeah, that's the first time I've been damaged by one. It was just like touch damage. Yeah, so these guys... green dudes, they don't appear too often, these guys. They've got 40 health. And basically they just drop a load of banana peels. If the banana peel hits you, or if you slip on one that's on the ground, then that causes damage. So be careful. So yeah, with this one, best way to deal with these dudes is just to try and get into a corner, and just kind of keep pulling into the corner when you start sucking him up. And eventually he will go down. Yeah, I do that quite a lot in this game. Okay. Right, so if we open this up now. Yeah, last one. Fuck you. So yeah, we get so yeah, earlier we get a variety of ghosts pretty early on, which is kind of nice. And there's our next key. And that opens up the way to... Yeah, so we need to go back that way now. Hi. There's another toad out here. So, you want to talk to him anyway, just to get the light on out here. And it's also nice to get another save point, basically. We're going to need to come out here later, because you can see the... that was me saving. There's some plants out there, and that will be... useful later on. They will be, we will need to do something with them later on, but for now. So yeah, every room that you clear of ghosts basically comes fully lit up. And actually looks kind of nice and cozy. Yeah. Also using the Game Boy Horror, Professor E Gadd can talk to you and basically be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing, lad? What are you doing? Let's have a chat. Yeah, so now he's telling you about the portrait ghosts, which are basically the bosses of this game. He's like, hey, be careful with these fuckers. These ones are more of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I kind of decided that I'm going to show this animation off every time we unlock a new door, just because. I like it looks nice. Nope. Yeah, let's suck all this up. That's fake. Oh, okay, you got the mice here. They will do damage to you on contact, but they're not going to try and actively attack you. They're just kind of moving around in one... They just kind of move around And so it's up to you to kind of avoid them. Yeah, this so yeah, this is the first of the portrait ghosts. And yeah. So yeah, suck up that one first before you do anything else. Otherwise it's going to cause you pain. Then we want to access the Game Boy Horror. And you can see his heart now. So, scan. Ho ho ho, go ahead, try to find me. I can see you, but you cannot see me. So yeah, what you've got to do is you've got to look away to make him become visible. I love the chattering there. And then, when he yawns, he'll show off his heart. And then you can just suck him up. Flash him and suck him up. There you go. I mean, you could make the argument that he's not really doing anything. He's just kind of hanging out in his chair reading his newspaper. But, you know, we've got to do what we've got to do. So yes, the portrait ghosts as well will drop these, which are basically pearls. Give you some, which, you know, give you more money. Yeah, nothing over here. Alright, key. And boom. So that's our first portrait ghost sucked up. Okay, so that's the next area. So, yeah. There are also fake doors here, so the next door along here is actually a fake door. And if you open it, basically, it will slam you against the wall and flatten you cartoon style. Which is kind of a cool thing, but yeah. This is me being like, okay, I do not want to lose health. Right, is this the right door? There we go. So let's move on to portrait ghost number 2. So we got the husband. He looked like, kind of looking like an actual Thornberry a little bit from the wild Thornberries. Oh, gold bar. By the way, the suck on that vacuum is really fucking powerful. You can even suck up gold bars. Yeah, I think I did this. Does it eventually happen? I can't remember. You're supposed to get it to spin to its max, and then boom, there you go. Takes a while. But it's more extra money. And there she is. There's the wife. Is my hair gorgeous? Of course I spent a lot of time on it. I was so bored, cooped up on the painting. I spent all my time in front of the mirror. Blah, blah, blah. So everything's coming up roses. Yeah, so basically what you're supposed to do, open up the window. And that forces her to open, basically that forces her to shut the curtain because she doesn't want her hair all messed up. So yeah, open it up. Go straight to it. Boom. Yeah, like, the easiest way to beat these guys is to basically just go try and get into a corner of the room and hope that those mushrooms don't hit you, because they cause damage. Because they don't cause, I don't think they cause damage, but they shrink you. Which means, yeah, I like that they use the actual old school sound effect as well when you get to normal size again. But yeah, so when you shrink, basically you can't use your vacuum cleaner, can't use your poltergust, and you're kind of just stuck there waiting until everything's sorted out. But there we go. So yeah, that's Ghost. Oh wow, that was an abrupt cut. But anyway, that's the second ghost, second portrait ghost captured. So yeah, join me next time for the next part. So in the next part, we've basically got to capture the final of the first three portrait ghosts, and then we'll be done with Area 1. So yeah, see you next time.